Oh my goodness gracious me. Hello, everybody. I, all of my technology decided it was going to go down at the same time. Talking about frustration. My desktop does not have a webcam. My laptop wouldn't connect to the internet. My tablet won't turn on. And I'm sitting here going, Jeanette just said she had internet problems. Did she send it to me? Hi, Jeanette. Yes, girl, the struggle is real. And then I said, well, I can get on with my phone. And I said, no, you don't, because you don't have 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours. You can't do anything with the phone. And I'm sitting here just pounding all the buttons on everything saying, something's got to work today. But I made it. And I thank you all for hanging out, coming back, being here for me. Technology, I mean, okay. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What? Cause I was in your live, Jeanette, and you were saying you had to reboot your internet, and it wasn't just touching buttons and stuff. Which, when you go online, you just want to turn it on and say, "Okay, go. Behold, I'm here." And they're like, "No, you got to click this button and this button, and then you have to enter the studio, and then you have to go live, and then you have to tell it that you want to go live." And I'm like, "Really? You don't think I want to go live after I get here?" Oh, you didn't send me the bad connection. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Because it's probably just the heat, like I was saying. It was 96 degrees and the heat index is 106. And all the power lines are saying, you want me to do what? But I've got underground power lines, so I don't understand what the problem is. Yes, I am here. Praise the Lord. And thank you, Jesus. I made it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Miss Tina. Thank you for coming back. Hi, Sabrina. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm late, but I was having all kinds of technical difficulties. And what was really sad is it worked earlier this morning. I'm sitting here going, but I was on earlier. What is wrong with you? I have been shopping around for a new laptop, but of course, the November 2020 consumer report that I need is the one I can't find. I can find all the other ones, but I can't find November with the computer reviews. Oh, and the laptop who wouldn't turn on is now coming on, the little tablet. I don't need you now. You can go back to sleep. Hi, Sheila. Thank you so much. And thanks for giving me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. So, Jeanette, I know you're working on your dress. Is that the same dress that you showed out on your back deck with the multicolors right down the front? And Tina, I know you're working on your doll, and God bless you with that doll. Sabrina and Sheila, what are you two working on? I have a protein shake in my cup, but I'm ready to put something else in it now after the grief I had getting here. But I'm here and I'm so happy to be here and I'm so happy you all are here. Hi Gigi, how are you? Welcome in. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Oh, you're gonna go get a Chromebook, Miss Tina? Okay, go ahead with your bad self. Hi, Tyrannical. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Are you still working on that Afghan? Oh, you learned the double crochet last night, so you could work on the Afghan, right? Oh, Gigi, you're on your way to the UPS. Well, good luck, honey, because It's 96 here and the heat index is 106, and I don't know what they're going to do about getting that little girl off the bus today, because I can't promise that I'm going to go out there and get her, especially after yesterday. Oh, hi Vivian, how are you? Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? It's WIP It Wednesday, people. What kind of whips are we working on? Because we're going to whip it today. Now, I still don't understand the double, but I'm still working on the F game. Okay. You mean your trollers that are running around here bothering you? Afghan, okay. Okay, you know tyrannical. You know how when you, okay. You are doing the treble crochet, you said. So, you are, chain here, small chain, okay. So what you're doing is you're taking your yarn and you're wrapping it around your hook twice, right? And then you're inserting your hook into the stitch and yarning over and pulling through, and yarning over and pulling through two, and then, hello, yarning over and pulling through two, and yarning over and pulling through two more, right? Is that what you're doing? Hi, Katrina. How are you? Happy WIP It Wednesday. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? And Jeanette's drinking water like a good girl. So with the double, instead of yarning over twice like you're doing, you only yarn over once. And then you insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull through. So then you have 3 loops on your hook. See? Then you yarn over and pull through 2, and that leaves you 2 loops on the hook. And then you yarn over and pull through the last 2, and that's your double crochet. Hi, Iris. How are you? Thank you for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Welcome to WIP It Wednesday, where we talk about our whips. Vivian has water in her cup and she is still working on the blanket. You just can't, yeah, but Vivian, you're doing a king size blanket. No wrapping around the hook. No wrapping once around the hook. Well, if you're only wrapping once around the hook, then you're already doing the double crochet. So if you wrap around the hook twice, that's the triple crochet. So you're already doing the double. There you go. You're ahead of the game. Jeanette's saying hi, Iris. Iris is saying hello. Katrina says water in one and coffee in the other. I hear you, because I've got water, ginger beer, protein shake. What else is in here? Mandarin peach juice. I just threw it all in one cup with some ice and called it a day. I'm working on a knit sleep mask for an idea that pops into my head. Ooh. Aren't those some of the best projects when they pop into your head? You had the hardest time getting your shoulder. Come on my computer. DJ, I had the hardest time getting your shoulder come on my computer. Oh, Tina, that's because I was late. I couldn't even get logged in. I was trying to get connected, and then Chrome just shut down altogether. And then I had to get back on and try to get into StreamYard. Oh, it was painful. it was just painful. So no, you did good. Well, I had trouble too. So we're here now, and I thank everybody for being here. I was told I was doing the chipmunk crochet. I don't know, I'll learn. I was told I was doing the chipmunk crochet. Okay, tyrannical. I don't know what the chipmunk crochet is. I think somebody was teasing you. Anybody in the chat have heard of the chipmunk crochet? It also might be something local to where you live. Where do you live, tyrannical? Are you in Canada? Because I don't know the Canadian and European terms for things. I have a feeling they were teasing you. I just learned today that Ola Jo, the crocheting sailor, has a beginning series on her channel, and I know TL Yarncraft has a new beginner series on her channel. So I would suggest you just start at the beginning and go straight through with somebody who speaks the way that you understand, because you know everybody teaches differently, and follow their teaching to do what you want to do. Because if you get, a piece here and a piece there and a piece somewhere else, it may not all come together. Unless you just want to make things by sight. But you've been making so many great Afghans and everything. But I know you want to know how to do other things and make them cohesive, and that's wonderful, because that's why we're here. We're trying to learn things and we're trying to make it cohesive. Because I know, see, I started crocheting when I was about 13 years old, and I put it down for about, let's see, I guess I stopped crocheting around 99, and I just picked it up again last year, and things have really changed in the, oh gosh, 20 years I have not been crocheting. Yarns have changed, the sizes of yarns have changed, patterns have changed. They've come out with new, it's not really new. Well, the basic stitches are the same, the chain, the single, double, triple, and the half double. But the combinations that they put them in to form patterns have changed. And I've been learning a lot in the last year that I have come back to crochet. And, some people speak to me. Some people I don't get things from. Some people I get ideas from. And then, I just work with it until I get it to where it makes sense to me. So you just keep hopping around these, as Kelly calls them, the YouTube streets, and find the people who speak to you, and work with them to get the fundamentals, and then please come back and join the rest of us and find out new patterns and tips and tricks and whatnot that everybody's doing. Because I picked up my loom last night. I'm going to be doing the loom knitting with Kelly tonight, and I know I did it 100 years ago when I was about 7 years old, but I'm going to pick it up again and try it again because I like all the crafts. I love them. You've restarted it. Why have you restarted it, Vivian? Is there something we can help you with? Is it the pattern, the colors, the yarn? You're not liking the color combinations? What's going on? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, don't tell me about spell checker. Okay, yeah, if you, okay. Oh, if you yarn over once and they told you it's a treble crochet, that is the UK term. I'm here in America, and yarning over once for me is a double crochet. So if you're already yarning over once and they're calling it a triple, and you want to learn how to do a double crochet, that is probably the US single crochet. Ooh, stop it. Yes. So in that case, all you do is stick your hook in your chain, yarn over and pull through once, and you got 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through again, and you have 1 loop on the hook, and that is the UK double crochet. A UK treble is the same as a US double crochet stitch. Yay, Katrina, thank you. I got it correct. Yay. Not chipmunk. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yes, VJ, it is incredible how things have changed. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Because I just finished, it was on the WIP pile, but I just finished the herringbone baby blanket. I never learned a herringbone stitch, and then it turned out to be, in my mind, it's an extended single crochet. I went back and looked at my beginning books because I still had them. Did not have extended single or double or any of those stitches. Those are all new stitches for me. And I was like, who came up with that idea? Okay, let's try it and see. And crocheting in the front loop or the back loop or the back bump. Oh, honey, that is all new for me. My grandmother would be having a nervous breakdown. Have patience with learning. There's a huge learning curve, and remember, it's just oh, Katrina, I'm having a great time. I really am, because the thing, like I said, the things that I knew how to do, and my beginning books. Because I went back to my beginning books and I said, well, you know, apparently you were doing something wrong. I was doing it correctly, but things have changed, and I like it. And the different stitches on my bucket list. I want to learn how to do a crochet cable stitch. My brains will probably be oozing out of my ears when I get through, but I like the cable stitches. You're in the state of Texas. Are you now? Okay. Well, whoever you were speaking to was telling you UK terms, not US terms. So if you're yarning over once, and she told you it was a triple crochet, that's a UK term. So if you wanted to learn how to do the double crochet, that's our single crochet, which I just showed you. So you're in there now. You are there, Todd. I don't know what's going on every week. I look at it and then I say, nope, that's not it. I keep doing it every week. You don't know what's wrong with it. Why? Okay, Vivian, why are you saying that's not it? Are you not getting what? Okay, what pattern are you trying to do? Is it just looking funny to you? Oh, I haven't dropped the link. Here, let me drop the link and come up and show us what's going on and show us why you're having problems with it, and maybe we can help you. I mean, hey, this is WIP It Wednesday. This is what we're here for. Come on up and let's see. We've got all these great minds here. Katrina's here, Miss Tina's here, Sheila and Sabrina are here. Ty is here. Between all of us, we ought to be able to figure it out. I have one hoop on the hook. I wrapped around the hoop once and put it through the hole. Then I pull it through two. You have one loop on the hook. You wrap it around that hook. You put it through the hole. You pull it through. Two. Okay, hang on tight. Left something out of that. Okay. If you have one loop on the hook, you wrap it around the hook once. You put it through the hole, and then you pull it through. You should pull up one, and then you wrap over and pull through two, and then you should wrap over and pull through another two. That's what we call a double crochet. Now, if what you are doing is wrapping it around, putting it in the stitch, and pulling it up, and then wrapping it and pulling it through all three, that's a half double. I still have a copy of Learn How from Cook, which includes music and yarn carpentry. The green and white book, I have it too. That's the book I learned from. Yes, and tatting. And I want to learn how to tat, and I think I still have my grandmother's tatting shuttle downstairs somewhere, but I have not come across it. And I was in a live with somebody, J Hook, Sunday. And one of the ladies was saying that she had gone someplace and she was doing bobbin lace making. And I had seen that on Facebook and I loved it, but my eyes crossed and I said, I would have to start a piece this big because once I put all those bobbins down and left and came back, I wouldn't know where I was. I would just be as lost. Hi, Cookie. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. It is WIP It Wednesday. What is on your hook and what is in your cup? We are trying to help Vivian with an Afghan she's working on. She has started it 4 times and isn't quite sure what's wrong with it. It is not working for her. I have dropped the link for anybody who wants to come up and show their whips. We all want to see. Ty Katrina says, yarn over, insert into the stitch, yarn over, bring out of the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 again, and you have 1 remaining on the hook. If you yarn over once, it's what the US calls a double crochet and the UK calls a triple. Yes, the green and white one. Yes, that is mine. And I had kept it in pristine condition all these years. I had it out. I was going to work with my granddaughter on it. And I watered the plant, not knowing that the water ran off the leaves into my craft box and wet my books. I was so unhappy. So the book's a little wavy now. I don't want my books to be wavy. I like my books nice, but it's still readable, and the pages did not stick together. We got the same book. I know, isn't it beautiful? And that person that I saw on Facebook, they had the little box, and it would just. And I was like, I'm sorry, how do you know what you're doing? And they were just throwing bobbins all over the place. But the work was wonderful. I love it. Oh, that was me. Ignore me. Click the link. Come on now. Join the fun. I just keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know if it's going to be the way it is. Okay, Ty. Go for it. As long as you like the way it comes out, you go for it. No criticisms here. We're just trying to help. No criticisms at all. I guess I'm not feeling it. I started just doing the regular DC, and then the moss stitch, and then the waffle pattern. Now I'm doing the V stitch. Oh, you're doing blocks of different stitches like a sampler. Sorry, folks. Now, I don't give out my cell phone number, so why? Hello. I am so sorry. Regular DC, then the moss stitch, then the waffle stitch, and now V-stitch. Is it a pattern that you're doing where the stitches are in different blocks, or are you doing strips and sewing them together? Or is there one stitch in there that moves you? Could you do the Afghan with the stitch that speaks to you? Trina says hi to Cookie. Ty says I was wrong. I have one hoop on the hook. I wrap the yarn around the hook, put it through the stitch, and pull it through 3 loops. Okay, you're doing a half double crochet. Okay, yeah, go for it. You're doing a half double. Okay, and if you're doing a half double and they said you need to learn how to do the double, then we've shown you how to do that. The instructions that Katrina just gave you are the instructions for the double. So you'll have two stitches under your belt. Yeah, you're there. Hi, the wonderful thing about crochet is that as long as you are consistent, your piece will be great. That is how some stitches are developed. Right, Katrina. That is absolutely right. Yes, and like we said earlier, some of the stitches that they're coming out with now, like the extended single crochet and the extended double crochet, they didn't have those stitches earlier. Those are all new stitches somebody, decided to put together, and that's why Kelly has that, 250 stitch count book that she's always showing. Because people keep coming out with different stitches, but they're all combinations of the basic 4 stitches that we're all taught when we start. It's just the different ways people put them together. Because the Suzette stitch is just a single crochet and a double crochet in the same stitch, and you skip the next stitch. That's all it is. It doesn't get any simpler than a single and double, unless you want to do a chain. Or unless you're like my granddaughter that has trouble with chains. She'll get there. I have hope for her. One of my people are crocheting in the back chain and not the loop. Really? So it looks like they have a braid going across the front of the piece, Sabrina. Oh, Sabrina, I went to that website you gave me, and I found the site that you said you were with, but I could not get into the site to see the crafts. It just kept sending me back to the government page to tell me what the site was and how to contact administration and all that kind of stuff. So I never did get to see the crafts that your clients were doing, but I did go look. So you know what? I have seen that somewhere before. Oh, I saw it on a beanie somebody did, and they went in the back loop, and so it looked like they had the little V's going all the way around. It makes, well, you could call it a ridge. Well, if you go in the back loop, it makes like a rib, like a yes, the back loop or back bump is a very pretty stitch called the camel stitch. Okay, okay. I didn't know that there was a name for it because I did my hat in the back loop. And so, try not to, okay. So it makes like a rib. I need to go that way. That's where my light is. Where's my light? Oh, it's there. And so if you go in the back loop, you get the rib effect. If you go in the back bump, it gives that V effect, and so that's called the camel stitch. Thank you, Katrina. I don't know what I would do without you. I have to see if I can figure it out by direction. Okay. Well, what you just said you're doing is a half double. Katrina posted for the double. So, you're doing great. You really are. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what you're doing. And as she says, as long as you're consistent, okay. This is what Katrina put in before. Those are the instructions for the double crochet. Which, the only difference in that is that it gives you a taller stitch, so it won't take you as long to finish your work. Okay, like, turn it around and show the front end instead of the back end. Because, like, here, okay, these are double crochet, and so they are taller than the stitch you're using. That's a single crochet right there. See the difference in the height between the double and the single? So your piece will be taller, faster if you do double crochet. You won't need to do as many rows to get to the length that you want to achieve. That's the only advantage of doing a double crochet or a triple crochet. Your piece will get longer faster. And if you have all the time in the world and you don't care, you can do a single crochet or a Tunisian crochet even. It'll take you a little more time, but those stitches are beautiful as well. It just depends upon, how soon you want that instant gratification of seeing your work come to pass. And since you're donating your work and you're not under any kind of time constraint, you do whatever makes you happy. Oh, here we go. Those are double crochet. So you see the stitch is taller. And that's, really the only advantage if you're doing a straight double crochet piece and not doing a pattern, is that your piece gets longer faster. Let's see. I can see it. I can't figure it out by direction. Okay. That's what I showed you at first. If you yarn over and put it in your stitch and yarn over and pull it through, and you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over once, put it in your stitch, yarn over and pull through. You have 3 loops on the hook. See the 3 loops? Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. That's your double crochet. So you just keep playing that part of this live over and over again, and that'll get you through your double crochet. I also believe it is used for ribbing. Really? Okay. I haven't tried that. Oh. Wait a minute. Isn't the camel stitch the camel stitch is the reverse single crochet, isn't it? I hate the reverse single crochet. I hate trying to work backwards. My mind doesn't work that way. Last time I did it, I did a single crochet and I just kept turning the whole thing. I got that little swirl across the top, but I can't crochet from left to right. My hand doesn't work that way. Yeah, the camel stitch is used for ribbon, but I think the camel stitch is the reverse. Oh, thank you, Sabrina. I appreciate that. Thank you. She's doing a monthly club kit from Annie's, and the yarn colors change on every row. Oh, okay. Bye bye. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Oh, you're not gonna go pick her up? I'm sorry, everybody. Hold on just 1 second. I have to find out what I'm doing with the baby. Thank you. I'm sorry. My daughter works in my basement, and during the last year, her baby's been up here with me going to school. Well, this year I said, she's going to school. I can't do that for 2 years in a row. It's just she's a little extra. So my daughter just came through and says, okay, I'll be back in a minute. And I'm sitting here going, okay, I'm doing a show. You need to get your baby off the bus. And she's like, well, I have to go home and get some clothes and I'll be back. And I'm like, okay. So can you go to the school and pick up your baby and take her with you? And she's like, oh, well, I guess I can do that. Mind you, it's the first week of school. The bus has been running 30 to 45 minutes late. I can't be here looking at the screen and talking to all you wonderful people and trying to look out the door and make sure I don't miss the bus. Yesterday at Gigi's Live, I waited half an hour. I went out to get her off the bus. She wasn't there. I pulled up the trunk, and I'm sitting in the trunk of my car waiting for the bus to come around. Well, it's 106 degrees outside today. I'm not doing that today. Honest to Pete. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway. She's doing a monthly club kit from Annie's, and the yarn color is changed on every row. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, that's they're pretty, but that's a lot of work. Okay, Ty, give it a try. Let me know what you think. Reverse SC is the crab stitch. Okay. See, I was halfway there. It's a C and it's got an A. There's hope for me. Honestly, there is. Yeah, that's the one I don't like. So I have to try the camel. I don't like the crab. I do the modified crab where I just keep turning the whole daggum thing around. I have created another stitch. I just don't know how to explain it. It has boggled the minds of other crocheters. Okay, well, you can do one of two things. You can keep it a secret, and we're okay with that. You know, designers have their own way of doing things. Or I can drop the link again and you can come up and show us if you're comfortable doing that. It's up to you. Love to have you. Well, thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. Sheila, I have been running my mouth so I don't know where I am anymore. Did you tell me what you're working on? I got lost. you behave? Do I have to separate you again? Oh, okay. I gotta. Where is my? Wait a minute. I got my tablet here. Okay. Camel Stitch. I have to find something with that in there. Okay. WIP It Wednesday. You see there's a new stitch, then create a name for it and describe the way the stitch is made. I have seen many show their new stitches. It is fun to learn new crochet. Yes, it is, Katrina. Tell him. And then, we all learn and then we all modify it to fit what we're making, right? You're not making anything, you're just listening. Children, you're sitting idle. How can that be? Were you the one last night whose hands were hurting? I can't keep up with myself. Oh, I've been running off at the mouth. My one whip. My blanket, the Brierley baby blanket for the Preemie challenge. I finished. I just have to weave in my ends. I guess it should go this way. Ashley in the instructions had you single crochet around the edges to make it a flat edge. But I liked that little scallop look, so I put shells on the top and bottom to keep that scallop look going, because I liked that. I liked the scallop. I decided I didn't want it flat. I have to weave in my ends, but I think it turned out rather nicely. And that's the size she had for the Preemie. And I've got just enough yarn, and I was trying to use up this whole skein of yarn, but I was afraid that I wouldn't have enough. I didn't know how to judge. I could probably do a couple of more rows on the blanket and then put the border back on. But I finished that with maybe if I take that last row out and put another row on, it's still a whip. It's still a whip. So that's for the Preemie Challenge 2021. And this one gets donated because they ask that if you download their pattern, you donate one item. So that will be my one item that I donate. Thank you. This is, no ma'am, this is Red Heart. This is old yarn that was in my stash. And I'm going to tell you how old it is. It's from F.W. Woolworth, and it was $1.69. When have you seen yarn for 69 cents? It is called Lullaby. And so it's a red heart. And it was back when they had wind tuck yarn. So yeah, so I'm gonna donate that. I had a couple skeins of it, and I had a couple of balls of it in my stash. So I said, okay, good, I can get that out of my stash. Thank you, Miss Tina. How are you? Okay, that's okay. We'll be back next Wednesday. No worries. No pressure. Thank you. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. That was my first job when I was 16. Was at FW Woolworth. Yes, yes. Ooh, am I dating myself? Well, everybody, my grandbaby's in school. What the heck? So I finally, we all know the fun I've had with these spiral grannies. Well, I sat on Kelly's live last night, and I started working on these. Oh, where'd it go? Dadgum spiral grannies. And praise the Lord, thank you, Jesus, I finally got them. So I got 2 grannies done last night. 2 of, we need 13 to make the bag for Gigi, the Crochet Queen's crochet along. That was a mess because with the pattern calls for 3-ply cotton. I didn't have any 3-ply cotton, and I had just done that big yarn haul, and I was not buying any more cotton yarn, so I was going to use what I had. And it called for an H hook, which gave me a really, really big spiral. And I said, well, I could, put 4 of these together and make the bag. And they said, nope, you need 13 like everybody else. So I dropped down 1 hook size to a G hook. And the lady who makes the pattern says the squares should be 4 inches across. So I just worked the pattern until I got 4 inches, and I put the border around it and called it a day. I said, okay, I got you. I gotta do 13 of these. I'll just stop when I get to 4. So 2 down and 11 to go. Hi, Raven. Thank you for coming by. Raven, you see my spirals? I got 2 spirals. I worked on these last night, sisters. I got 2 of them. See, I don't understand what single crochet or double crochet is any of that because I self-taught myself. So I'm just learning what all these stitches are called. They're called by people watching. Right. I know. That's why we were trying to help you. I know. Thank you, Raven. Thank you. Now, who's gonna sew them together? Oh, never mind. We've already been through that. Oh, thank you, Raven. I just sat down last night on Kelly's live, and I said we're just gonna work this. I sat here with my ruler, and I said, okay, 4 inches. I'm done. Thank you. Oh, thank you. It's been well. It's much better than the triangle one I had when I started because that was. But you know what? It's new. When we learned, we didn't have spiral grannies, so I learned something new. Thank you. These the baby blanket. Thank you so much. And I think I am gonna take that last roll out and make one more roll on there, and then put the scallops back on. Because this yarn, I had thought about making a preemie beanie, but this is not soft enough for a preemie. So I think I'll just make the blanket a little bit longer because I wouldn't want that on a preemie's head. Whatever this is making it really cool is to go around the middle of the blanket. Go ahead with your bad self. See that's what we're talking about. Just you do you. You do you, whatever it's called, as long as it's pretty and you like it and you're happy with it. That's the important thing because if all of us did the same thing, think how boring it would be.
You wouldn't have all these crafters out here trying to do something new and different if everybody just accepted that this is the way it's going to be. These are the colors we're going to use, and we're not coming out with anything new. You are going to sew them together, VJ. Oh, yeah, I know. All right, Susan. Okay. Oh, okay. It's yeah. It just gives you a different look. As long as you're consistent, don't go from the front to the back on some and the back to the front on the other, unless that's the effect you want, because it's going to give you a different effect. But if that's the effect you want, go for it. It's like that trap stitch is a single crochet going in the wrong direction. The other direction? The other direction? I used to be able to read from right to left, but I can't crochet back. It confuses my poor little brain. Thank you, Raven. Thank you. I, well, okay. The Katrina, you got to hear the backstory. VJ does not make anything that needs to be sewn together. So when we had the crochet along and everybody's making these spirals, I was there because I was a mod, but I was doing something else. And then Raven wanted to see my squares. Yes, this Raven. And I told her I wasn't doing them because I was doing something else. Because I don't sew things together. Needless to say, we went back and forth for about a half an hour. And Raven finally convinced me that I wanted to do the spirals and I wanted to sew them together and I want to make the bag. And you know you did because we've got it on tape. Because I was like, I don't sew things together. And Raven decided that I really did want to do it. So I'm a part of the group and I'm doing it, and I really do want to do it. Even though I can't just make 4 big ones and sew them together, because I have to suffer along with everybody. Oh, back, I thought it was a yarn package was going to drop off. No. Okay. I'm glad you got your medication. My cat's medication's out in the mailbox. I saw it arrive, but yeah, Raven. Well, you see, I didn't get the first 2 done correctly until last night. Well, it took me that long to figure out what to do with the stupid thing and then trying to figure out what was wrong with the stupid hat. Yesterday was me correcting all my mistakes. So yesterday was, mistake-free Tuesday. I don't know. So the finished item will be that much more meaningful. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Thank you so much for coming by. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Crystal, were you making the spiral squares as well? I know you were making a shawl, weren't you? Or did you finish the shawl? Yes, I did. I'm guilty as charged. I got you on tape. I got you. We can play the video. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you know what? If it hadn't been for all of you yesterday, I wouldn't have figured out what the problem was and how to fix it. Because it was working out for me, but the whole point is it's got to work out for everybody else. So I appreciate the help. I really do. I really, really do. That's why you have testers, because you need help. Because it makes sense in your head, it's just got to make sense in everybody else's head. Where am I? I did the blanket. I did the squares. I did the, I am not showing the Ooh La La blankets again because I have not touched the Ooh La La blankets. They are in the same condition they were in when I started WIP It Wednesday. But I have been working on the shrug. I like it. And you know what? Everybody's coming out with pretty poncho patterns that I want to do. But I'm not committing to doing any ponchos because I keep making everything in the same colors because I love these colors. And I love the tweed. And I love these little freckles in here. I like them. So I'm going to have to find some other yarn that I like before I do another poncho project. Because I don't want everything to look the same. And this is softer than, this is softer than the stuff I used on the baby, for the baby blankets. So yeah, that would be too rough for a preemie hat. So yeah, I could do a preemie hat in this, but this is for me. Oh, anyway, let me get this off the microphone so nobody can hear me babble. Tyrannical has 2 boxes full of yarn that were donated. Ooh. So that you can continue to give to veterans and homeless by making hats on your Eddie machine. Okay. Or you make blankets. Now see, we were buying the little fleece blankets at like Walgreens and donating them to our soldiers and sailors homes. I have not crocheted anybody for the soldiers and sailors. That is something to think about because it's right around the corner. I live around the corner from the soldiers and sailors home. Hi, Charlie Berry. How are you? Thank you so much for coming by. I am putting on my list to crochet for the soldiers and sailors home. And I will call our contact person and see if they need crochet hats. Raven, you don't have to worry about me getting lost in your head because I get lost in my own head. You heard me ask who was working on something or other because I had asked them and I didn't remember if I had read their reply because it gets scary sometimes. Why do you think I write notes? Because I cannot keep up with myself. Oh, I get lost. My goodness. I found a set of metal crochet hooks today at the thrift store for $2.98. A whole set. Ty, you know what? I'm gonna give you my address and you can just ship them over to my house, okay? Oh my goodness. Now you know what? My only problem is that here in Missouri, we have a lot of people who have not taken the shot and they do not wear their masks. So I keep my little happy self at home. I have not been to a thrift store and I don't know when. I have thought about ordering from the Goodwill. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means so much to me. That really does. Thank you. Now, a tip. And I'll put my link down in the description. I have a link for, it's called Raccoon. It used to be eBay. And when you buy something, if you shop at a store that's on their list, they will give you a rebate. Well, now they have it that you can shop at brick and mortar stores, and if it's on their list, you can get a rebate when you shop there. Michael's is in their online stores, but it's not in their brick and mortar stores. And I wanted a loom for tonight for Kelly's Crochet Adventures because we're doing loom knitting, and I didn't have one. So I went online and I ordered the loom for pickup. And so I could use my senior discount. They also have a military discount, I think a teacher's discount, and a healthcare worker's discount. So I ordered my loom, I used my discount, and I used my Rakuten, which I think had a 1% rebate. And then I just went to the store and picked it up when it was ready. And so I didn't have to pay the shipping because I was only ordering one thing, and you don't get free shipping until I think over $59. So I'll put my link in the description, and you can sign up to Rakuten for free. But if you use my link, then I get a few points on my card for referring people, and I'd appreciate it. So that's my little tip for today on how to save money. And like I said, it's free. And if you don't want to download the app to your phone, they also have a website, Rakuten.com. You just sign up for it. When you earn so much money, they send you a check every quarter. Or you can have it applied to your PayPal account. And I think you get an extra $1 if they put it on your PayPal instead of mailing you the check. Thank you, Katrina. I mean, anything to save money. $18.98. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you so very much. Now, does anybody, I've been on here. Well, it's been almost an hour because I was late getting on here. Anybody else have anything they would like to share? Any questions, any tips or tricks? And like I said, I will put my link in the description for anybody who is interested in Rakuten. I'm not affiliated with them. I get no money. I'm not sponsored. I only get something if you use my code and sign up for your free account, and you don't pay any extra on your purchases. You just click their link before you check out, and they will tell you, they'll give you a ticket number, and they will tell you how much your rebate will be. It saves you from having to go to the store and keep up with your receipt and get the rebate tickets and send the rebate tickets in. It's all electronic, and you can always log in and check your status and see how much money you've earned and when your check's going to come. It's free money because you're doing the same shopping. There is no upcharge on your purchase if you go through eBay. So anything that there is also a app called Reward Play, and I think I have a link on there. Anybody who plays games, you play your same game And they tell you, you know, how long you play it. And it's basically, if you sit and watch the ads, you rack up points. You can cash in your points for different gift certificates. I just earned two $5 Walmart gift certificates that I applied to my Walmart order along with my Rakuten. So you can stack your gift certificates with your Rakuten and bring down your cost. So I want to thank everybody for coming by. I want to thank everybody for the thumbs up. Thank you so much, Katrina, for the names of the crab stitch and the camel stitch. I'm going to look that camel stitch up. I really enjoyed having you all here today. There are so many YouTubers out here and so many places that you could have been today, and I am honored that you took the time to spend your time with me. I really am. You don't know how much this means to me. Is one thing I learned at the thrift stores, if they don't have crochet hooks out, ask, oh really? Sometimes they have them in the back room. I bought a whole container for $10, one of those crystal light ones. You bought a crystal light jar full of crochet hooks for $10. In Texas? Oh, Ty. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you so much. Everybody stay safe. Enjoy your dinners. Those that want to learn the loom knit like me, I'll see you at Kelly's Crochet Adventures at 6 o'clock. Thank you all for everything. Bye-bye now.